I'm a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a really great director.
Yeah.
Because I understand the mechanics of performance.
Yeah.
And I understand the mechanics of acting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to get them to do what I do.
Yep.
Wrong!
Wrong! Does anyone have cyanide?
Speaking of sexual offenders. Not every time. I've just shit myself. I try not to wear track pants on a podcast because when I wear regular pants, everything sort of like gets fit in. But when I wear track pants, the meat can fall wherever it wants to, and it just splunges out a little bit more. So I kind of look like a cone of ice cream.
The meat falls where it wants
Wherever it would like to go. Look at that. Look, I'm sitting on a fucking hemorrhoid pillow. And you. And all this fucking attire. Slippers and trackies and jumpers. Haven't even gotten out of bed today. Is this your first time getting out of bed? No, that's not true. You went and did your passport and shit.
So mean to me.
Fuck you. You spent the whole day in bed.
I spent the whole day working in bed.
She's a hooker. Yeah.
If I was a hooker, I wouldn't be living here.
I couldn't afford you.
Yeah.
I had a nap.
this.
Don't put that there. Jesus Christ. I had a nap. And it was supposed to be half an hour, and I just woke up, and it's night.
was
It's
dark.
nighttime now, so I fucked up the rest of my week. Things are not good.
Things are not good.
We're doing a show,
It's sucking the life out of us.
but we gotta because people will listen to it who exist in that world amongst the many people who don't. The great thing about I just realized as we go into this topic is we have to tread carefully because the people who do listen or are a part of it are a part of it. And the people who don't listen, people who overseas who listen, or people who aren't a part of it, are not going to give a fuck. So basically, this is a useless topic. But here we go.
Can we not talk about local theatre? What I will say is this is going to wipe any...
I'm going to cut that out because if it goes poorly...
Oh, okay.
No. No, it's a great fucking show.
It is...
The show's fucking phenomenal.
It is going to be one of the coolest... I think that's the right word, is coolest
It's
shows.
cool. It's going to be cool.
It is going to be cool.
It's gonna be
high
fun.
tech, fun, bright, colourful, and original.
High tech, high energy, fun.
Fun.
And original might not necessarily mean good. I guess we'll find out when people watch it. But I think it's good.
Do you want to say it again?
But I will say one thing, and this is, I don't think this crosses any like professionalism boundaries. If you are on the if you are behind the panel, behind the table for a show, production team, directing, choreographing, any of that sort of business, it is impossible for everybody in your show to be happy
At one particular time.
at all times.
It has been a learning...
It's
Oops.
That's
What
fine.
happened?
That doesn't affect it. That's just.
But
a
now I
pop-up.
can't see myself in the
Don't
the
need
television.
to see yourself. You're not a bird. Everyone will be miserable at some point, and that's going to flip and flop. But accepting that people are unhappy is really fucking difficult.
Yeah.
And trying so aggressively across this whole process to cater, change, and tweak things for people who are unhappy to suddenly make them happy. And then realizing that when you do that, you're making someone else unhappy. And then you go and you pick them up and you go, I'm so sorry, we'll do this to make you happy. And then this group over here is now unhappy. It's the weirdest thing.
It is.
And what I'm noticing is nobody in that pile of people who are unhappy or happy or unhappy are noticing when the other people flip and switch and how what they need affects other people.
Yeah.
And it's fucking me the cunt up.
Yeah.
That we change things to help people and they go, thank you. And then these people are like, fuck you. And you go, I'm so sorry. Let me help you. Thank you. And these people go, fuck you. It's a unending fucking juggling thing. And then getting advice from people who've done it in the past. Like we've gone to friends and stuff like that. And they've said, this is how I would blah. And this is how I'm like, and then you're realizing it does not apply because you are not doing this show with this group of people in this place at this particular context.
Osmosis of this a collection of circumstances and the show type and the caliber of performers and the caliber of show that we're putting on means that the
advice is not applicable.
It just doesn't work for this show.
And I've gone and taken advice that I got. There's an old mate of ours who does direction stuff. And I said to them, took some advice from them, implemented it, and it didn't work. And then it was like a conversation later. It was like, yeah, I guess that wouldn't work in that context because blah, 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 blah. And you're like, shit. You know, it's.
Murphy agrees.
And what's driving me more crazy is the people around us who, this is potentially unprofessional, but if you think this applies to you, I promise you it doesn't. Because when people say, oh, well, here's what you did wrong, I would have done this. Oh, that's what I fucking hate.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you have no idea.
Yeah.
You do not understand this particular circumstance. Mm-hmm. And there are things I can't explain to you.
Because it's unprofessional.
Yeah. And the shaking head of like, oh, you'll learn next time. Yep. I'm like, fuck your whole face. Lulu, stop it.
Lulu, stop that.
I will say.
Fuck your whole face.
I am there's only like 2 people who I'm concerned will listen to this and think I'm talking about them. So I'm going to say a clear message into the microphone to let them know it's not them I'm talking about. I had a conversation with 2 people upstairs at one point. If one of you are listening right now, it's not you. But I can't say any more context to who it was because then, it'll reveal too much. But, people...
Just in our lives. Our lives are being like, rookie, you'll learn. Your first time director, little lady, and, you got to fall to pick yourself back up again. I'm like, I can't fall any more than I have. Yep. And I can't action anything you've told me to do.
Because I have 6 people behind me going, unfortunately, you can't do that. Because if you do that, someone might feel weird. And you're like, well, fuck.
Well, yep. Okay, cool.
I'm getting real. I'm getting
Sienna,
real.
you have to smile 98% of the time because if you have a saddie face on.
Yeah. We have 6 emails in our inbox before we pull into the cunting driveway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, here's an unprofessional thing. When is the own? I'm cutting all that out. That last bit I'm cutting out because that's too direct. That's way too direct.
It's a juggling act between how do we do the best thing for the show as a whole, mm-hmm. which is all behind the scenes, all commercial, all for the audience that are paying to see it, versus how do we do the best for the people involved directly in the show.
100%.
And it's the balancing act between the two. It's like we need to put on a show that, like, the circumstances for us is that we need to put on a show good enough that on the opening weekend we'll get so much of positive word of mouth relayed to the general public mm-hmm. that we sell out the second week. Mm-hmm. So we make some money back on losing the third week. Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So in order to do that for the company, you and I have had to make one of the biggest spectacles I think Amdram's ever going to see in a space of 2 weeks to try and achieve that goal.
Yeah.
And no one's happy about it.
We're being dramatic because we're having a tough week, and it's been a pretty good. We had a tough week last week, and then we had a sort of coming to Jesus moment where we actually can't make everyone happy, so we just got to knuckle down, push forward, and just accept that we do daily affirmations every day.
We walk out of our bedrooms, we meet each other in the middle, we go,
don't say names.
This person likes us. This person likes us. This person likes us. This person likes us.
Every single morning we come out and we go through the list of people that like us and the people who are not so happy with us right now.
Yeah. And not because we're being mean to them.
No.
Not because we're treating them badly. Not because we are ostracizing them. Not because we don't like them as people. Not because of anything else other than they are not feeling the 100% joy that they have felt the rehearsal before, and it's our fault.
They're either having a tough time or something, and that almost always comes back to us because I mean I guess that's part of the job now as well. So I'm realizing is that we are sort of not punching bags, but we're like the sponges for emotion.
Yeah.
We have to be the solvers of people's feelings.
We've also made it like a priority to get to know our cast and mm-hmm. our crew. And so that ultimately makes us more approachable. Mm-hmm. And we don't ever what's like overreact when we get bad news. Yeah. Like if we're getting bad news face to face, not bad news, just news, feelings, and we directly try and problem solve. I think that's a plus for you and I, is we don't like feed into the, yeah, that's shit, like, oh, fuck them, or we're like, what can we do to make that better? Let's take that information and be like, okay, we're gonna go away now and try and like in the next 10 minutes problem solve this and action it for you to show that we actually give a shit.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes friends can like rally around and be like, yeah, that's so shit. Oh, that sucks, you know? But it's like your real friends will try and help you and fix the situation.
And then I'm realizing the more time we spend trying to fix those sort of problems, the less time we have to put into the show. And then we get up to scene 6 or scene 7 or we're 6 there. Yep. We get up to a scene and we go, why is this not working? Because we didn't have time to make this work, and then we have to revisit it. There's all that sort of stuff. I think that the emotional management could maybe take a step back next time. And because I spent so much of the first 2 months focusing on how people felt, which is important, but like to the point that it was affecting my sleep.
Well, yeah.
And these daily affirmations, fucking like getting up and going through the list of cast and team and seeing who's happy with us and who's unhappy with us, and then letting that be like the guider of like what needs to happen next, was how it originally started. But now it's just like, it's more now reminding ourselves that there are people that are happy with us.
Yeah.
And if some people are happy with what we're doing, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's democracy. That's process. And if our process doesn't work for some people, they might not want to work with us again. And that's okay.
Yeah.
There are directors I've worked with before that have gone, their process doesn't work for me. Like directors who are too hands-on. Directors who tell me how to feel, how to think, who my character is, and how to implement that. And I go, I don't like that. I prefer a hands-off director who this is what I've been pushing from the start, is like, this is the director I am. Build the mechanics, the visual of where people are on stage and how they move and where they're going for a visual thing. And then you bring into the room your intent, your reason. If I say go from A to B, I don't want to tell you why you're going from A to B unless it's contextual.
Yeah.
If I say I need to get you over there, you work out why you're going over there. That's the kind of director I like working with, because that gives me full freedom of my character.
Yeah.
Learning now that not everyone is me has been an important step.
Yeah.
So early on in the process, we need to identify who are we and who are people that aren't we.
Yeah.
Who are the people that need a different thing and not assuming. Because I walked in going, I'm a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a really great director.
Yeah.
Because I understand the mechanics of performance.
Yeah.
And I understand the mechanics of acting. So I'm just going to get them to do what I do.
Yep.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Because everyone works differently. So one of the things I learned was about like, I don't think I necessarily need to change that style that I have. I think I need to implement early to let people know what that style is.
Yes. And like for me, who's never directed before, I was not sure what my style of direction was. So it was very much let's see what happens. I'm going to block this scene to how I would want to watch it on stage and how I would want them to deliver the lines. Are you right? You got something at your nose. As an audience member.
She's allergic to gossip.
It's like, that's great because that works for me and then it gets the job done. But then I also have to individually direct different people in different ways. Yeah. Instead of like a blanket direction.
That's tough.
Yep.
That's been a new thing.
That's been a new thing. And
but
that's
fine. I think that can be tweaked and avoided if the process is explained early on. At least that's something I'd like to try next time.
Yeah.
Is sitting down with each performer and going, here's how I work.
Yeah.
And explaining to them, which will be easier now because like you, when I started, I had an idea of how it worked, but I didn't have the description of mechanics versus intent is not something we came into this process with that language. We've built the language of mechanics versus intent as the process has gone on because we've both realized we work with mechanics.
Yeah.
Visually, we're seeing a picture and it's like oh man, this was about to sound so fucking wanky, but I mean it not wanky. I mean it literally. There's no other way to describe it. It's like a chessboard.
Yeah.
And you're just picking where the pieces go.
Yeah.
And what looks best. And like, I don't want these two over here because there's all this dead space. So let's spread them. Let's get levels. All that stuff that anybody knows. But then when you have to actually implement it and give it to people as direction, you have to use wanky things like chess pieces.
Yep.
So learning that, we built the word mechanics, which is the physicality, like what it looks like mechanically.
Yep.
And the intent is what the actor uses to their reason for doing what the mechanics.
Yep.
And realizing later on that, explaining that process, being like, I'm going to build the mechanics, you bring the intent. I reckon 75% of the people that don't work like that will shift into that mode if you give them time to do that.
Yeah.
Which we haven't.
Yeah.
We've gotten late in the game and realized that people need more than that. And now we're not scrambling, but now we're sorting it out.
Yeah.
And it will all be sorted out. This all sounds like, by the way, the thing is fucking shit. This is like individual tiny little things that we're learning about direction that isn't always applicable to this show. And it hasn't affected the show negatively. It's just stuff that we've learnt working with people.
That's
now.
right.
But now the show is flowing and fucking it's ticking on.
It's done
when
3
we
weeks
watch
out.
It's good. And now that we have all this little bit of extra time, we get to go back and fine tune.
Just put the layers in now.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I hope if you're in Melbourne from the 12th of June to the 21st, which means you have to publish this podcast before we open.
I'm probably going to wait till we're in the production week to publish it, in case people listen to this.
I think it's fine.
No, it's that early stuff. It's just like, I don't want people to think that, like, I don't want people to
Can
think.
you shut up?
I don't want people to think we're miserable.
We're
Because although we've been miserable.
Although we're miserable, we're not miserable.
It's not because of what they're doing. It's because of how we feel.
We're empaths.
Where anytime someone's stressed,
we
I'm
feel
losing
their
sleep.
stress, yeah.
Literally the other night, we were laying in bed and Lev had said something that she'd overheard. Mm-hmm. And she told me.
Lev is also in the cast.
Yes, true. Yes, sorry. She told me something that she'd overheard that would potentially be like a flag that because this person might be stressed out about blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. And then I was like picking my fingers. She's like, stop picking your fingers. And she's like, what's wrong? Oh, I'm thinking about blah, blah, blah. She's like, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. And I was like, okay. And we sat there for a bit and she's like, I can literally hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I was doing to make my thoughts, but I was having conversations with this person in my head, which is what I do. On the drive home, when we're having a discussion about a particular person that was struggling with something that had responded kind of poorly, and then I went silent on the whole drive, and you were like, "What happened? Are you okay?" And I was like, "I was arguing with that person in my head. I was having fights with that person in my head." And then last night when we left rehearsals, drove home, found out something that I told you. Remember, I told you in the green room before we left, and then I was doing scenes and having conversations with another person, like just to check in and stuff like that. That wasn't even a big deal. I was just having conversation with them and I just go silent.
Yeah.
And that's when I lose sleep.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about these people and I'm worried about them and I want to help. So I'm planning conversations for later by having them in my head. And then it's 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a struggle.
Yeah. It is because we care, I think. Some people would be like, if they're not having like the best time of their lives, then that's on them. That's their problem. And
that's the advice we get the most.
Yeah.
Even from people like, not Dara, but people like Dara who we respect, who are kind, who whatever.
Yeah.
They say if people are unhappy, let them be unhappy. And I'm like, but I can't do that.
But I can't do that because they're my friends. I don't like my friends being unhappy with something that I have directly or indirectly made them feel that way.
Yeah.
That makes me feel yuck.
Someone said to me, leave your friendships at the door.
How?
And I said to them, if someone's leaving their friendships at the door, don't bother picking it up on the way out.
Yeah.
Because this isn't professional.
No.
We're in there having fun.
We're volunteering our time.
If someone's coming in and if I'm leaving my friendship at the door to then work with my friends in a professional capacity without the care of having known these people for a certain amount of time, what kind of human being am I?
Yeah. Or
that's
not
an
wanting
awful way to treat people. And I would never do that.
Develop a friendship with people. That's how you build trust, right?
Like I'm making friends in the show, so how can I leave friendships at the door?
Yeah.
That was advice given us by, no, I won't say who that was.
Just cut it all out.
Yeah, it's
Go
gone.
from here. So the show is going really well, and we are in a really, really good spot. So if you are free from the 12th of June to the 21st and you're in Melbourne, please head down to Bunjil Place in Narre Warren. The tickets are extremely well priced. So
I know it sounds like some fucking like middle of nowhere theatre bloody production community.
It is one of the
theatre
nicest theatres I've ever seen.
It's fucking gorgeous. It's in a shitty fucking suburb in the middle of nowhere. It's easily the nicest building for 10 kilometers every direction.
600 miles.
And it is in the middle of nowhere, but it's like, you know, if you went like, oh, we're at the National in St. Kitts, you know.
The Nash is fucking shit.
The Nash
I'm
sucks.
sorry.
Sucks. Come out of the balls of Christ. But if you're like, I'm in the city performing a blah blah, you'd be like, it's Metro and blah blah blah, and we're out in the fucking shticks. This theater is fucking gorgeous.
There's parking everywhere.
Huge theater.
There's a shopping centre just across the way to get your dinner before the show.
And I think you get a discount at particular places.
There is discounts at particular restaurants for coming to see the show if you present your ticket.
It's a bloody good show. It's going to be a great viewing. And I'll tell you what else was a great viewing.
Obsession!
That fucking movie. Holy Christ. It has been probably since Hereditary. It's been a long time since I've seen fucking every goddamn Jordan Peele.
Get Out
was good, but like the other ones like Us and Nope. Mm-hmm. All these movies that I wanted to just like live up to. Like Get Out I loved. Revisiting Get Out, I've loved it less and less.
Like the first time was the best. And
first time I was like, this movie's fucking great. Second time I visited, I was like, I might have been getting a little bit wrapped up in the themes of the movie rather than the movie itself.
Yep.
And then you watch it third time and you go, this dialogue sucks shit.
Oh, okay.
But I still like Get Out. But Us was fucking, I will not accept that as an answer. I will not accept Us as anything but dog shit.
Is that the one with Lupita?
I think so. It's like the
She's
family.
In the mirror. They're different people.
Yes, yeah. They have like their doppelgangers just start showing up. The plot of that movie fucking sucked dick, and the big reveal at the end was so corny and stupid and obvious. I hated it. And then Nope was better. I liked Nope, but
what was Nope about?
It was like aliens.
Oh, okay.
It's like these guys work on a farm. That's the gorgeous, the unmatchable, the perfect Kiki Palmer.
Oh, Kiki Palmer.
Kiki Palmer with cheese, chips in a side salad. Yes, please. And then the guy from Get Out. What's his name?
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's fucking great. That I liked that movie, but it wasn't Hereditary. I revisit Hereditary, and I like Hereditary more and more every time I watch it.
Hereditary is so scary.
Midsummer also good. But
I want a Florence Pugh fucking sandwich.
Oh my God. Florence Pugh, more like Florence, whatever. Midsummer's not as good as Hereditary, but it's still good.
She's just such a naturally attractive woman who isn't like, I'm sure she's had like skincare done and whatnot. All these celebrities have, but she is not manufactured. She is not, ghastly skinny. She's just
like a regular ass lady.
She's a great example of how a healthy actress should be.
Yeah.
And she's a very nice person who loves cooking.
Yes. Yeah, she seems lovely. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I've fucking met her. Anyway, we saw Obsession.
Obsession, yes, it's one of the best horror films, one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. And I keep saying that. I've said that and twice had the reaction of like, you like it? And I'm like, fuck you.
Okay.
Like, obviously I don't like what happens in the films. It's like if you watch a film about someone being odd and it's a brilliant film, you're going to go, I loved that film. And they go, that was a film about sexual assault. That's fucked up that you like it. I'm like, are you a dumb person? Are you a thick pig shit dumb person?
They're called cat shit brain.
Do you have cat shit brain? Do you have cat shit toxic plasmosis? You fuckwit. It was a brilliant film with
I did like the movie. The movie was
bloody good.
It was very scary.
It wasn't that scary.
I was not having fun.
It was and it's, you know, the plot, like the Make-A-Wish thing. Like,
shall we give like a run?
It's a little silly.
Can we do a spoilers review? Like, is that going to be in the title? Like, we're going to review Obsessions?
Let's just say, because we're already so deep in the podcast, the rest of the podcast is going to be Obsession. So if you haven't seen the movie, please go see the movie.
It is really good. If you want to go see it with your friends,
it's bloody great.
It's a good one to see with your mates.
Yeah. Go in thinking it's like the dialogue and the world and stuff like that isn't Oscar award winning writing, but it's the movie lets, how am I going to say this? The movie lets its failings be fun. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes when the dialogue is silly, it feels good. It feels right. And when the plot feels a little silly, it's right.
Yeah. And it's like the police don't exist in this world. It's the first place you go is the police, but no one mentions the police.
And like when he's talking to the guy about the wish thing and he's being so casual about it, it's like, yeah, I know. It's like how could this possibly exist in this world where this thing happens and it's in this one small town and no one else is coming
questioning
in.
It.
And this guy's so cool and casual. Like that should be like, this doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. But because of the way the movie played out, it just feels good.
Yeah.
The silliness feels right because of how the movie lays out its beats.
Yeah.
So when you get to the ninth beat, which is so fucking silly, it feels good.
Yeah.
Because beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 led to that and let it be okay.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a really great film. We're going to start talking about it now.
Brief premise?
The brief premise is there's a guy who has a big crush on his friend. They've been friends for Bear. Bear has a big crush on his friend Nikki.
Nikki Freeman.
It's basically 4 friends. The other 2 aren't so important to the story. They come in and out. Mm-hmm. But it's about Nikki and Bear. And Bear's mate, the guy, what's his name? Ian. Ian is helping him build up the courage to tell Nikki that he's liked her for a long time.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I want to say it's a few years, but I didn't actually get a good idea of the timeline. But he's been in the town he was new to the town, became part of this friend group. He's in love with Nikki. But hasn't had the courage to tell her.
He's like very introverted and awkward, and he's still like her friend and has developed a pretty solid friendship.
Yeah.
But has no way, shape or form expressed in any way like other than they're just mates.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't hinted. It's like, oh, she friend zones me all the time. It's like she would have no idea that he likes her.
I think I disagree with you there, but we'll come back to that because there's something about Bear that I hate because I've discovered it in myself in the last few years, but we'll come back to it.
All right.
And the Ian and Sarah are the other 2 friends who drop in and out. I guess the thing, these bits of information get dropped later in the film, but they are relevant for the plot, is that Sarah has a bit of a crush on Bear.
Yes.
And Ian has been sleeping with Nikki on and off for years.
Yeah.
So it's like Bear likes Nikki.
It's like a love square.
And then the other 2 friends are crossing over.
Like the other 2.
Yeah. So it's like, gets a little messy. I mean, the Ian having sex with Nikki thing isn't so important. It's not like Ian's in love with Nikki. It's just like, it informs why he's being so weird about their relationship. Because he's like, she can't actually like you because she was just sleeping with me. Something weird's going on. Ian's a good person in this movie, I think. Apart from the fact that he didn't tell Bear that he was sleeping with Nikki.
Yeah.
I think
Sarah is as well.
They're great.
Yeah.
Bear is the villain, which has been the argument online, is if Bear is a villain. Bear is undeniably
the antagonist.
The bad guy.
Yeah.
And he is undeniably a bad guy.
Yes, he doesn't become the bad guy. I think he was always a shitty person.
Yes. And the thing that I find that makes him a shitty person, and I knew it straight away, and it's a trope that I've now sort of woken up to.
Shall you save it for after we give a premise? And then that'll be our opening argument.
So, Bear is obsessed with Nikki. There's a couple of early moments in the film where they just go and get drinks and stuff like that.
His cat passes away. That's the opening of the movie.
True. His cat dies, and he tells people tells Sarah, my cat died, and they're worried. Tells his friend the cat died. They're all like, oh, I'm so sorry, and whatever, and they get drinks. Nikki loses a crystal necklace that she has. And because Bear is who Bear is and he loves her, he goes straight to the shop. He's like, I'll buy her a crystal necklace.
Yeah.
And you know, cause that's what he does. He's like, I want
It's
you to
like
like
a
me. So I bought you a thing.
It's like a What's New place. Like with all the cool...
Or like an Ishka.
Yeah, Ishka, yeah. With the weird, like... The weird toys and the novelty
it's
items.
It's like a witch store.
Yeah.
You know, you've got fucking incense and crystals and weird fucking salt lamps and shit like that.
The sage candles and whatnot, yeah.
And he goes over to like the little knickknacks thing and they've got like, you know, like tarot cards, stuff like that. And then there's like snap this thing and make a wish sticks.
It's a one wish willow.
A one wish willow. And the box bait says you snap it. No, you take it out, you make your wish, you snap it and your wish comes true.
Yeah. But you only get, it says on the side, you get one, and one's in big bold letters. You get one wish.
Yeah. Now, because Nikki is a little bit like eclectic and odd, it's like, I'll get her this instead of the crystal. She'll like this. I think he was buying it for her, even though he ends up using it.
Because she wanted to quit her job, and he was going to give her the wish to say, I hope you get a really good job. I hope you wish yourself into like happiness and new employment. Because she rang him that day. They all work at the music store together. She rang him. She's like, I'm going to bail in 2 weeks. So, instead of getting her the necklace, he gets the one wish willow to give her.
And they go out for drinks. They decide they want to leave. So he gives Nikki a lift home. Mm-hmm. And then Nikki in the car, like they're having conversations. Nikki's saying, you know, talking about liking people. She tells Bear, she's like, how do you feel about Sarah? And sort of reveals that Sarah might have a crush on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I like Sarah as a friend, which as in Bear's position, nothing worse than the crush you have trying to set you up with someone else.
Yeah.
So you do feel a little bit bad for Bear at that point. You're like, poor guy.
Yeah.
He has a crush on this girl. She's trying to set up with a friend. It's like, it makes the obstacle to get to Nikki even more substantial because she's not going to want to date you if her friend has a crush. Like, it's just a whole mess.
She wasn't being malicious either. She wasn't like trying to get Bear to say he likes Nikki. She was wingmanning Sarah. Like,
yes.
Being like, so
again,
what do you think?
I disagree with you, but we'll come back to that later.
Okay.
And then she gets out of the car. The vibes are a little bit weird. She turns back to Bear and says, do you like me or not? And Bear's like, what? She's like, if you like me, tell me right now. This is your opportunity. And he obviously cowers out. He goes, no, I don't like you. And she walks away.
Yeah, he like awkwardly calls her back 2 or 3 times to come back to the window because he keeps trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
But then he keeps just chickening out.
Which sort of makes her go, what are you doing? Do you like me or not?
Yeah.
And then she goes to go inside and he kind of cracks the shits, gets the willow and goes like, I wish Nikki would fucking love me more than anything in the whole world. Snaps it. And that's the premise. That's the start of the film.
Should I find the actual thing?
I'm pretty sure. Make Nikki blah blah fucking love me more than anything in the whole world. Something like that. I feel like the word make is in there. Like I wish someone, I think he says make mama no. Anyways.
I wish that Nikki Freeman would love me more than anyone else in the world.
He didn't say fucking? Swear to God he said fucking. There's a couple moments in this film actually that we've come back to later where we've gone, did you catch that this was said? Did you catch that this was said? And you caught things, I caught things, and Lev caught things that we all like different, that were really important to understanding the world. So on like second viewings, I reckon the movie would get even better. Mm-hmm. That's the premise. Yep. And then Nikki starts acting incredibly weird and the wish works and Nikki is deeply in love with him.
She like, you hear the door close. She's gone inside. And then the next shot, she's at the porch. There's like a silhouette. Yeah. She's just standing there.
It's like
she's teleported through the door.
Yeah.
So the wish has begun. And then, she's acting all weird and she catches herself a few times. She's like, why don't you come inside? Because my cat died. He goes, your cat died? Sorry, I mean your cat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your cat died. That must, you should come inside. And then she's like, wait, what the fuck? What am I doing?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
that's the premise.
Yeah.
Let's break down the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yes. I think very early on in that first scene, right after he makes the wish, I didn't know if it was going to be one of those movies where he makes the wish and then it takes a bit to kick in. And like the next day she comes and she's like,
Like a little bit.
Like she's feeling something. Like, you know how those tropes always play out like that? But this was like instant snap.
Yes.
Like she now loves him more than anything else in the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, spoiler alert, there's now two versions of Nikki kind of fighting it out. There's real Nikki who... it's not exactly clear what happens to her, but she definitely goes somewhere else.
She's like in fucking purgatory.
She ends up in like, some kind of purgatory.
In the submersive.
Yeah, like some sort of down
in
below.
the sunken place.
And I think she can see what's going on.
Yes.
She has some way. But also I don't think so, because then when she snaps in, she's screaming and seeming kind of scared, like, where am I? Like it's that's a little unclear, but I also don't think it's that important. Mm-hmm. I think it's like, the way I took it, for it to make sense, is that, she sees what's going on. She knows what's going on. And when she snaps into place, she's scared that she's suddenly in control. Mm-hmm. She's not going, oh my God, where am I?
Yes.
She's snapped in and gone.
You're like, oh, I've got control of my arms now.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? Oh my God, screaming. And, and even when she starts kissing him, like, she snaps into kissing him and like backs off.
That made me jump.
What the
my
fuck?
God.
I think she's saying, what the fuck? Like, I've gained control again.
Yeah.
Because if that's not the case, there are a couple plot holes that pop up. If she doesn't know what's going on and just snaps back in, it doesn't make sense.
It's the same thing with the we'll keep going with the plot, but they end up together and they're like obviously so smitten with each other at the start. They had this big lovely montage, but their friends are like, this is fucking weird because you two like didn't have anything and now she is obsessed with you and you obviously obsessed with her, and it seems like a pretty healthy relationship, but there's moments where she's been a little bit weird. Like they're watching the movie, she keeps turning to look at him and he keeps turning her face back and she keeps going back to look at him. So you see like little inklings of it, but it looks like she's just rapt to be in the relationship.
But it doesn't make sense to the friends around because, as we learn later, Ian had been sleeping with her on and off. And Sarah had, I think she'd said directly to Sarah, I don't like Bear.
I think of Bear as a brother.
And then like the next night they're sleeping together. Mm-hmm. So they're like, something's off. And there's also the information that she's after the wish is made.
Oh, when she gets in the car, she's like, let's go to your house.
Yeah, but she says that her dad, she found out her dad's got cancer, which is, the obsessed version trying to create a reason for why she's being so weird.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, my dad has cancer.
I'm so sad. I just can't be alone tonight. You need to look after me. And he's like, okay, I'll take you home then.
And they through their own research, realize that like, no, her dad doesn't have cancer. Her dad's fine. So she's lying about dad having cancer. So that the two other friends realize it's weird, but, it's not their place to say anything. So they play out this fucking weird watching this shit happen.
They go to a restaurant and that's when Ian rings him. Mm-hmm. They're at the restaurant they just look like they're on a normal date night. You find out that Bear is aspiring to be a food critic and they're doing this bit about food. His phone rings. Ian comes on the phone. He's like, bro, do you have a second? Like, so I just did a deep dive on Nikki's dad and he's like a corporate like boss. He's totally fine. He's at work. He's doing everything. He's like, I don't know why she would say that her dad has cancer. Anyway, I just want to let you know as a buddy, like,
I call hospitals. No hospitals have any record.
Yeah, that's right. He goes back to the table. This is the first time where we see her be a little bit dangerous and like threatening, where he's like, Nikki, does your dad really have cancer? And she's smiling through the whole thing and she's going, no, 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 no. She stands up. And she's like, I thought we were having a nice time. Why would you say that? He's like, no.
Like screaming. It's like a child's, it's not, before it becomes like violent, it's like a child's tantrum that is completely unhinged and like weird. So he has to like be like, no, please, for the love of God, sit the fuck down. Stop, because everyone in the restaurant is staring.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments where you're like, okay, it's drip feeding where it's going to go.
Yeah. It's like the entity is trying to behave like a jealous girlfriend, but has no idea about how people should behave in society.
Yeah.
That's how I think this thing that's taken over Nikki is trying to have these normal conversations. Because every time she scares Bear or Bear gets freaked out, she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll never do that again. I'll never like. What would you like me? Would you like me to smile? I can smile like this. Is that yeah?" And she does a really like.
Fucking. He's like, nope, don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay. That's fucking weird.
Creepy stuff. The movie goes on and she gets more and more unhinged. Like one time he goes to work and she's like, I'll miss you. I can't wait. And she stands at the door in place, staring at the door the whole day, pisses herself while she's standing there because she has to go to the bathroom. And he opens the door and she's still there. This is where there's something that I picked up on that you and Lev aren't quite sold on, but I think she ate her own shit. Because she's got sludge on her chin. She stinks and reeks. And then when she moves away, they do a look at the floor and you see like what it looks like pile of feces and piss, but it's been like scrunched through. It's been like messed with and it's all on her chin and shit like that. My idea is that she's there and she's hungry, but she's not leaving that spot. So she's pissing and shitting herself, eating the shit. You said she vomited, but I can't, apart from eating shit, I couldn't think of a reason why she would vomit.
Well, she said I ate a bug. Sorry, I have a stomach bug. So I think that's why I'm not feeling well.
Yeah, I thought that was an excuse for eating my shit and vomiting.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll go get myself cleaned up.
The night before, she was in the corner of the room, very Hereditary style, but you can't really see her.
So scary, yeah.
But she's wearing Bear's hoodie. And she's watching Bear sleep in the corner of the room. And he wakes up like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, "Where are you?" She's like, "I'm just watching you sleep.
So creepy.
You're so cute when you sleep." And he's like, "What are you doing?" And she like creeps out of the darkness. She does this weird little walk out of the darkness. And then she just bursts into tears. Yeah. She's like, "I don't think you love me as much as I do.
Fucking crazy.
I don't think it's
so creepy.
And then
it's almost comical. Like you go like, what the I laughed because I was so uncomfortable. I was like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
Yeah.
Does that come before the dinner scene? Yeah.
Directly after. Dinner scene is the first weird thing we see her do.
Okay, all right.
And then you watch her in the bedroom and she's like, "Just go back to sleep." And then she's like, "Why don't you love me?" Yeah, she runs across the room.
That jump scare, that fucking got me.
With the vase of flowers?
Yeah, I'm like, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
And then she puts it, she's like, it's for Sandy.
It's for Sandy, the dead cat.
The cat's, but that's been dead for a while.
Remember the first day when she woke up and she made a shrine of the dead cat?
That was the first weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They woke up from that was the night after they slept together.
And he walks out and she's taken the dead cat out of the bin and made a shrine on the floor. And he's just like, this is not fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. It's like he doesn't know how to tell, like he doesn't know how to be assertive. He's like, bro, like,
well, because he loves her so much that he's like, he doesn't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But I think that all got explained like early on, like they worked out it was like MDMA.
She says that to Ian because Ian takes her home from work the next day, and she's like, "Oh, I was on MDMA."
Oh yes, you're right. That comes after. Anyways, the cat thing's fucking gross.
And she's like, "I thought you would really like it."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you can't. This is really fucked." Like he says it nicely. He's like, "This is really fucked up.
You can't do this shit.
You can't do that." And she's like, "I'm so sorry." And yeah, she's running across the fucking bedroom wall. She sends him to work like a couple of days later. She's like, "I packed you some lunch."
Oh my God.
And massive gagging. So we've obviously seen the dead cat. Mm-hmm. She's packed him some lunch and she's put Polaroids in his lunchbox. And the first Polaroid that he pulls out is like an overhead shot of him. It doesn't look like he knew she was taking a photo of him.
It also looks like a picture she's taken at work. I don't know if you picked up on that, but
I didn't. I was looking at the writing.
It seemed like it was like a security camera footage of like where they work.
Yep.
Which made me go, he's going to see Sarah and him, you know.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if that's totally accurate. It was definitely like above looking down. It looked like security camera footage of inside the music shop. And it looked like he was in his uniform.
Yes, I did notice he was in his uniform.
So I thought maybe she's somehow gotten access to the security footage just to watch him.
She works there.
Yeah. And I'm like, is she just like watching videos of him at home just because she's so obsessed? That's something I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that. But yeah, I haven't actually looked into anything since watching the film. I've just taken it for what it is. And watched a couple of TikToks you guys have seen.
Yeah. The second Polaroid. So the first Polaroid is of him overhead and it says you. underneath it, just as writing, she says you. And then he looks at the other Polaroid and it's a picture of her. She's taking a selfie of her smiling with these dead fucking eyes and he's asleep next to her. And the writing underneath the Polaroid says, not me. And I was like, oh. So I feel like that's the way of her communicating to him.
Yeah.
So she may have got autonomy for some section where she was able to scribble that. She puts it in the lunchbox. And there was also a sticky note in there that we don't see till later. And he starts eating his lunch and Sarah snatches the lid and she's like, ooh, what's the love letter from your girlfriend? And she reads the note and she's like, what's the verdict? Cat ? She's like, what does that mean? And the shot is just of Bear's face looking up at Sarah.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's so fucking weird. What does this mean? What's the verdict? Cat?
Yeah.
And then it looks at the sandwich and it's all grey and hairy.
Yeah.
And she's cooked the fucking cat and put it in his lunch.
By the way, did the scene of them going to the party, did that come before the cat eating scene? I'm pretty sure it did.
Because I remember she smashes her head.
Yeah, that came before he ate the cat because him sitting down with Sarah, I'm like, I'm not sure. I can't remember, but there is a scene that made me think of that with the not me. There's moments where you can see, like obviously there was like early on when they first hooked up, they were kissing and then she snapped out of it and went, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? It was
so scary. It was
and
like
then goes back in.
It was like an impact sound when she pulled away. It was so loud.
There's moments where the real Nikki gains autonomy of her body and says what's going on. There's 3 big moments where it happens. The first one's that one. The second one is at the party, which Ian said, if your relationship's healthy, come to this party without Nikki. And Nikki obviously weasels her way to come to the party and goes, and Nikki is fucking weird at the party. And they're playing this Jenga game. I'm not exactly sure why she got up to read the poem, what the Jenga piece said.
It was on her like say something about your work or something. And because she wants to be a writer.
But how did we learn that information? Did I miss a frame or something?
At the very end of the poem, she's like, it's part of my book.
But like when she pulled did we learn what the Jenga piece said? So we just assume it's it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So she pulls a Jenga piece that obviously has a dare that she has to do. So she gets up and reads a piece of her book. And in the book, it says like the poem that she's written, that she's reading out to everybody is talking about like
it's Hansel and
Gretel, but also wanting to fuck like slay.
Which one's the girl? Gretel. Gretel wants Hansel to fuck her.
Yeah. Which plays back to the like, I think of you as a brother, but I'm also fucking you. So I took that as like there's Nikki, real Nikki's in there and fake Nikki's in there. It's like she's trying to get out in some ways. And the Hansel and Gretel thing, them being brothers, she said it was like a brother. I was like, there's something in there.
And she said in the last bit of the poem, she's like, their love could only be conjured by the branch of a willow tree.
Ah, I missed that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like she's trying to tell everybody what's going on. And then they have a kiss and she snaps out of it again and she scrambles away. Sarah. Oh no, it's Bear's turn. Picks up the car. They have a kiss and scramble away, but the reason they had a kiss was he picked up the car that said kiss the person to your left.
And it's Sarah.
So she walks around the table.
The worst. It's like the most uncanny valley smiley face.
So creepy.
She like inverts her smile so it's a complete semicircle,
like a clown frown. That's all she does.
She stands
there. It's so childish. Like I think there's some element of child in this demon.
Yeah.
Like the behaviors are very childlike. The thought processes are very childlike. The actions are really adult.
It's like silence and you're just watching Sarah and Bear look up at her and the camera snaps to her and she's like looking down at them. And you don't see Nikki's face. Nikki just walks around the back of Sarah, grabs the back of her chair and just slowly drags her chair away. And in silence just kneels down next to him and's like...
Just takes her spot to get the kiss. They kiss and then she snaps out of it. And she scrambles back in pure fear.
Yeah.
And while she's scrambling back, which is something that Lev didn't hear, she's screaming, it's not me, it's not me. Grabs a bottle, smashes the bottle on the table and starts stabbing herself in the face, which I took as she's trying to kill herself so that she can get out of this bullshit.
Yeah. But then the entity like comes back and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
She only gets like brief moments, like 5 seconds of being her again, where she can tell people it's her.
And then Freaky Nikki comes back.
Yes. And then the other big moment where she becomes her again is they go to sleep and they fall asleep, and then Bear gets out.
He gets a text from Sarah.
He gets a text from Sarah to meet her somewhere, so he crawls out of bed without waking her up. And I thought this was really cool.
Yeah.
That like real Nikki wakes up, but fake Nikki's still asleep. Mm-hmm. So she's fully in the sleep position, and she's like whispering. She's like, Bear, which is so fucking scary.
Yeah.
And she's
her mouth's not moving. Do you notice that? It's just the voice of her talking.
I'm pretty sure her mouth was moving. How would her mouth not move? You can't project. I thought.
I've watched that a few times on
her mouth's
TikTok.
definitely moving.
I'll watch it again. It would be cool if her mouth wasn't moving.
I think it would be stupid if her mouth wasn't moving, because it's autonomy. She takes control of the body and uses the body. If she was just projecting voice without anything, it would be like, it'd just be a bit silly for me. So she's like whispering, saying Bear, like, and then Bear goes, what the fuck? She's like, no, don't yell, don't wake her up.
Don't wake her up, yeah.
Like,
she says, isn't the first thing she says, she's like, please kill me?
Yeah.
She like whispers, please kill me.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck? And she's like, don't wake her up.
It's the creepiest thing where she's her and she has to whisper quietly so she doesn't wake herself up. Mm-hmm. It's the only time she's like, this is the only time they've had a conversation.
Real Nikki and Bear.
And then Bear's like, why is being with me so fucking hard? And she's like, I'm not with you. Like,
I've never been
with you. It's always been her. Mm-hmm. And it's so creepy.
There's a thing that I was listening to a couple of days ago when it was like Bear being a really shitty person. He changes what he says. So he said, he starts to say what would be so bad, and then he corrects it to what's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, because you are with me. It's like, what would be so bad if we were together? Like, but he corrects himself. He's like, what's so bad about being in this situation? So he knows that she knows that this is all fake.
Yeah.
And he's trying to justify, why is it so bad to date someone like me? Mm-hmm. It's like, it's not the hypothetical of like, what would be so bad if we were together? It's like, well, we are together. So what's the problem?
What's so bad? I'm not going to change the situation.
Yeah. And then he gets on the phone and he calls the wish people.
Yeah.
And he's like,
she begs him to kill
oh yes, he's walking out of the room and she's
just
like,
just leaves her.
Please.
Yeah, it's fucking disturbing, and that's a bit like, obviously there's a lot of turning points for Bear. I didn't like Bear from the very first scene, which we'll go back to at the end, but that's a tough one to like Bear, when it's like she's begging you to end this thing, and you're saying, I'd rather be with you in this capacity, even though all this shit's going on, than you get autonomy. But it's fucking weird. There's
another thing about like, because we had a session with Anne Juliet about consent and professional practice and consensual practice and things like that for intimacy scenes. There's a scene where you can see them having sex for the first time, and so Bear, can't see.
It's not the first time.
No, it's just you're seeing them.
It's after date night, isn't it?
Yeah, you're seeing them have sex. Bear's face is on the other side of Nikki's neck, so you can see Nikki's whole face. Nikki's obviously making like pleasure sounds, but her face is like blank.
Yeah.
She is not, or she is there and she's not there. She is not enjoying it at all. Yeah. She is like making all the right sounds to like insinuate pleasure, but her face is like she's just laying and she's being like rocked around. She's not doing anything with her body.
Yeah.
She's just being sexually assaulted, really.
The thing about that scene, and it's not that I don't want to disagree with the one scene that actually showed someone being sexually assaulted, but it didn't play with the rest of the film for me, because the rest of the film is Freaky Nikki having full body to do things that Nikki wouldn't do.
Yeah.
So my idea in the reality that the movie has set up, she would be engaging really aggressively. Like she's looking and staring at him and kissing him all the time and wants it. The idea that she would just lie there and have that blank look and be making the fake noises goes against the reality that they've set up, that this Freaky Nikki is involved. Because that sort of implies that Freaky Nikki is faking it. But Freaky Nikki isn't faking it. Freaky Nikki fully believes it. Freaky Nikki is in there. Freaky Nikki stands at a door and eats her own shit and pisses herself. Freaky Nikki would be like grabbing him and like be so in it. That scene, I think it was making a point, but I don't necessarily. That caused me confusion because I went. what's going on here? Is this a combination of Freaky Nikki and Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
Are we, because if that's the case, Nikki would go, what the fuck, and wake up or something like that. It was a little confusing for me. I think it drove home a point the film was trying to make effectively, which is that she has no consent,
she has no autonomy of her body. Yeah.
But they'd already done that in many other ways, and this didn't fit the way that it had been handled through the rest of the film.
It also, like, Bear doesn't exactly know that the wish has come true yet. Yeah. Like, he's kind of getting an inkling, but he is so smitten with the fact that she might potentially just genuinely like him, and they go on dates and things like that, and they
you also wouldn't assume, like, you're like, this thing that I broke, like, there's no way you'd think this worked.
Yeah.
You got to be like, no, that's stupid. She has to like me.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone has any arguments towards
we'd love to hear it.
The sexual assault scene in particular, because it hit me wrong where I got a little confused about literally just the reality of the film and how Freaky Nikki versus Nikki works. Mm-hmm. It created I literally had to put it out of my mind. I went, okay, that experience the way that she was acting in that scene doesn't line up with the rest of the film.
Yep.
She's either Nikki and she's freaked out by what's happening, or she's either Freaky Nikki and she's so obsessed with him that she would sit there smiling at the door and pissing herself.
Yeah.
But in this scene, she'll sit there deadpan face, moaning and faking it. That's not it for me, unless she's so in love with him that she just wants him to have the best time, but she just isn't actually getting fucked that well. So she's lying there bored going, oh my God, yes, I love this. And that's her loving him. Mm-hmm. But even then, I feel like she would fake it more if, I don't know. It just, it kind of.
It's also like Bear can't see her face. He's not looking at her. You know, when there's a bit where they're watching the movie and she's looking at him and she's smiling at him when they're watching the movie.
Yeah.
And then when he turns her face away, she goes back to like deadpan.
Does she?
Yeah. And I was like, is the entity or is Freaky Nikki like visually putting it on so when he registers her face, it's someone who's happy and enjoying themselves. But when he isn't with her, like when she's watching him around the corner for 50,000 times, she does it in the movie where she's just standing there and her face is blank until he looks at her and then she smiles at him.
Maybe, yeah, true. It's the actions as well, like her just standing there watching him sleep. Like, why would she do that?
Yeah.
If she wasn't obsessed, and her like just. Anyways, I mean that might just be like plot things that don't exactly line up with each other that I'm getting. That was just the only one I noticed. But you're right, I didn't pick up on the sad. I thought she was going, oh, I'm sad because I don't get to look at him. I'm happy. Oh, I'm sad because I didn't take it as like I'm faking it. But that probably makes sense.
There's another bit where she has to continuously, like, she asks Bear all the time, like, why don't you tell me, you've got to tell me that you love me. Mm-hmm. And they've come home. I think they've had like a bit of an argument. They've come home and he keeps telling Nikki, he's like, I need you to stop, like, you're scaring me. You're freaking me out. You got to be normal. I like Nikki. Can you be Nikki? Can you just be? She's like, I can be Nikki. And he's like, no, but you're not being Nikki. You're being fucking weird. You're cooking my cat. Like, what? You're freaking out in front of everyone? And she's like, but I love you. You don't love me. Why don't you love me? He's like, of course I love you. And there was this weird thing she did. She got up and she, like, was in reverse. She, like,
so creepy. She walked
backwards and, like, you know, the actress did this weird thing where she, like, walked slowly.
It was like she was reversing.
Yes.
It was like a reverse motion. You know, when you walk forward and then you go up, and you like that fake kind of reversing thing.
And then when she's getting up, she goes, real me, it hurts. And she walks backwards.
Oh, tough stuff.
And she walks back into the darkness. So it's just her silhouette.
Real me, it hurts is tough.
Yeah.
Tough to listen to, tough to watch.
Yeah.
Goosebumps all through my body.
Yeah. And she stands in the doorway. She goes, Bear, I will never hurt you. And then she jumps at him again.
Yeah.
She fucking fakes him out. He's like, Nikki, you're scaring me. Stop.
Fucking weird scene.
She does this like speech where she's like, that's fine. Like, you can go, I'll take the bed by myself, but I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to feel really cold and darkness isn't a color, it's just nothing, and that's what I'm going to feel. Or you could stay over, and then she just walks off.
Fucking creepy. She after the scene when he goes to sneak out because he gets a text from Sarah, it's like, meet me.
Oh yes, he goes to the
and she says, please, for the love of God, fucking kill me. Don't wake her up, please, please, please.
Yep.
He sneaks out and doesn't wake her up, leaves, goes to see Sarah. We're running a bit out of time, so I'm going to power through this. Has a little bit of a moment with Sarah. So obviously, Nikki knows that Sarah likes him. That's not important to the plot. Sarah has a great news, but then Nikki shows up, smashes through the window, and beats her face to a pulp. Smashes her face into a brick on the fucking...
I think it's the Jenga piece that says kiss your person on the left, because she, like...
It looked like a full brick. It looked huge.
Yeah, but the big Jenga things are also big.
They were like that big?
I don't know. I read a theory that it's the same Jenga piece because I think she gives it to him or something as a present when she mashes the window open.
I took it as a brick, but you're right. It could be a massive fucking Jenga bit.
She gave it to him as a present. It was like, kiss your person on your left.
Jesus Christ.
And then she's like, you're supposed to kiss me. And then Nikki rams her entire head through the car window.
It's like a 15-second scene of her just going doosh, doosh,
doosh. You can hear the horn on the car going
and then her eyes fucking hanging out, her face is crumpled in. It's fucking weird.
That scene I know was shot longer, but they had to make it shorter because the ratings, like the parental guidance ratings, went up if they left the scene in for longer. It was so fucked up.
It's I mean, if you're a horror fan, it'll be a blink.
It was gnarly.
It was nothing. I was like, ew, cool.
So Sienna and I sat next to each other in the movie, and both of us, as she's getting her head crunched in, slowly turned to each other and just looked at each other.
Let's fast forward a little bit. She's like, I'll take care of the body. I love you, blah, blah,
Nikki
blah.
comes around. She's like, it's your fault this has happened.
True,
This is what you wanted. You wanted this to happen. You wanted me. She gets rid of the body. She's like, you go home, wash up. I'll take care of the body. No problema.
He runs straight to like the store to be like, what the fuck? How do I get this? And has a weird conversation with the guy.
We totally, I
was going to say we don't have time to go into that. What's the other thing? Oh yes.
It's fine if I'm late.
He gets the.
It's fine.
He gets the Willow, the one which Willow sees a phone number. This is way earlier.
Yeah.
Sees the phone number on it, calls the phone number support line. And the guy's like, hello.
Do you know that's the director? Doing the voice?
The blonde guy?
Yeah.
That's so funny because I've seen these guys' sketches before.
Yeah.
The guy's like, you want me to come? And I'm like, he's the director?
Yeah.
It's like, I came straight away. You came?
Mm.
Yeah. Wouldn't you come for me? I don't want to come for anyone. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. These guys make YouTube sketches.
Yeah.
And they created this fucking movie. They're brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, so he calls up the support. The support guy's basically like, there's nothing we can do. You want me to reverse the wish? And Bear says, can we just alter the wish?
Yeah, he's like, no. He's like, are you calling about a cancellation? He's like, no. Can we alter? We don't really do that.
Yeah. And then he's like, and then when he realizes that doesn't happen, he goes, fine, let me cancel. He's like, actually, we don't. He's like, well, why would you tell me? You know? And he's like, you want to talk to Nikki? And then you just hear Nikki screaming in the background, which is where this idea that she might be in some kind of purgatory. He says she is conscious somewhere. It's not necessarily there, but she has some kind of autonomy or consciousness in some place.
In somewhere.
Some reality, something where I think she can still see what's going on, but she doesn't have control of it. She's trapped. She's in the upside down. She's in fucking whatever the Get Out's version of the upside down is.
He goes to his friend's house. And he has the idea.
That's true.
Buys another wish. He goes, I'm going to get someone else to make a wish.
Which is something that the guy at the store, when he went to buy it, the guy at the store was like, you can't make a wish to reverse it, but you can get someone else to make a wish that contradicts it.
Yeah.
Goes to Ian's place, tries to explain it to him. It's one of those scenes where someone's trying to explain something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You've seen this scene a million times.
Yeah.
If you've seen a scene where someone comes in and goes, there's aliens, they go, there couldn't be aliens. No, I'm telling you, I promise you, I can show you how. And they go, no, I'm not going to believe you.
And then an alien bursts through the window?
Yeah. You've seen this scene a million times. And he takes the Willow and he in his arrogant way goes, I wish I had $1 billion, and snaps it. And then $1 billion starts falling out of the roof.
Stacks of money just fall from the sky.
And then it's like the longest scene of them just staring at each other while the money falls, and they're like, what the fuck's going on? Then we cut back to, like, we leave that where it is, and
I liked this end sequence, this whole ending.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We cut back to
Bear's
Bear
house.
getting to the house, opens up the door, and it's this like shrine that she's made for him, and there's like pieces of like hair and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, she was cutting his hair in his sleep.
A video recording of him sleeping, candles and shit.
There's rubbish in there, like just old
all
coffee
stuff to
cups
him.
and things.
He goes around the corner into the kitchen and sees that she's put Sarah's headless,
naked body
on a chair. I think she was, and this is like my fucked up brain going, she's left that there for him. Like at that point she was going to go, I love you so much, you can have your way with her body.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought there was something there, but she's also emulated her body and put her tattoos on herself.
Yes, she's drawn her tattoos and she's wearing her dress.
And her hair.
Yeah.
She's like scalped her and put her hair on her hair. It's fucking gross.
Yeah.
She has all this blood around her forehead, and it took me so long to be like, is she wearing her hair? Fucking yuck.
Because she can't. So it's like a really long shot of Bear looking at Sarah's body in the chair, and she's spread eagle, naked on the chair. And Nikki comes around the corner, and Bear says, will you do anything for me? And he cracks one of the willows because he's trying to, like wish something. Will you do anything for me?
I don't think he cracks it.
He cracks one and it makes that deny music. It's like, it happens a few times when he tries to make a wish.
But he doesn't crack it. He just takes it out of the package.
Oh, yes, the packet
makes the noise.
Because
the crack is something he can't do.
He
can't tries to crack one earlier on and he can't anymore. So he takes it out, gets the denied fucking sound.
And he's like, yeah, will you do anything for me? She's like, I do everything for you, baby. And then she's like, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me?
Smashes her face with the fucking brick again for some reason. She's just going mental.
She's wobbling over to him.
Yeah. Creepy fucking scene. The real like climax of the fucking thing.
Oh, Ian's at the door.
Ian bursts into the door and he fucking...
It's like, it's real. I got $1 million.
And she fucking shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
It's a whole sequence that is... You just got to see it because there's so much that happens in that scene that we couldn't even touch on. And then
she says she wants him just to tell her that he loves her, right?
Yeah. And he's saying stuff like, well, I'll make it work. He's just trying to calm it down so that he can get... Because he's going to take the gun. He's going to go to the bathroom. He's going to kill himself to reverse everything and to fix it finally.
Oh, yes. The guy on the phone says the only way to stop the wish is active as long as you live.
Yeah. He's like, you could kill yourself. So he goes in the bathroom, puts the gun in his mouth. You think he's going to do it. It's another long sequence.
Oh, and she's like...
Yeah, banging on the fucking dog. Look at all the dogs as well.
She's banging on the... Oh, it's a cool hard cut as well because she thinks he wants to have sex. She's like, I know what you want. Boom, 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 boom.
Fucking
on
gross.
the door. She's like, let me in. So
he chickens out. And he goes, you know what, actually, I've got an idea. And earlier on in the film, the cat died by taking the pills.
He overdosed on oxys.
So he's like, he opens the cupboard and takes his oxys and he just starts shoveling pills. Mm-hmm. And it's this moment where he sits down on the bath and you think he's like, all right, he's at peace with his decision. Mm-hmm. And then he changes his mind and he puts his fingers down his throat and starts to try and make himself vomit. And then you hear the willow crack.
Yeah, we hear the successful...
whatever the fucking sound is, and the willow crack, and he snaps instantly.
So he doesn't get the vomit up.
No.
He like pulls his fingers out of it. He's like...
Hasn't been able to vomit. And obviously, like at that moment, if anybody doesn't know exactly what's just happened, they're fucking stupid.
And they had to really make it clear because they like zoomed down on the broken... the willow.
It's like she's cracked. She's obviously wished, I want him to love me more than anything in the whole entire world. And Freaky Nikki's made her own wish. Mm-hmm. And it's almost a beautiful sequence where he goes out and they're looking at each other and he's going, and he's like shy and he's smiling.
Pissing blood
she's
down
got blood all down her face. She's stapled some fucking like wound on her goddamn forehead.
She's got the open wound on her head and she's got blood dripping into her mouth and she's smiling. All her teeth are all bloody.
And he's got blood splattered on him from when she shot
the friend.
It's like... But it's like this beautiful sequence. The music's kind of nice. And then they embrace and they kiss. And then he starts overdosing. And he dies. And she's like, no, please, please. As he's dying, like cuddling him, please, I can't lose you. And she's just about to kill herself. She takes the gun.
She gets the gun, yeah.
Goes to kill herself. And then he must die in that moment. Mm-hmm. And she checks, like, the spell breaks. So she wakes up and then she just starts weeping.
Oh, it's awful.
Her. Camera pans out. End of film.
She, like... Her acting in that.
My God, her acting through the whole thing. Good Lord, great work, lady.
Yeah.
Lev said earlier on she didn't quite believe her like eclectic, weird girl energy. She said it was something was off about it. I didn't believe it. Valid. I disagree. I bought it from the get-go just because I've known 1,000 of those girls.
Yeah. They're just charming.
Yeah, charming. It is the kind of girl you fall in love with.
Yeah, the girl next door.
The girl you fall in love with, but you never get with.
Yeah.
There's a million of these girls.
She always has kind of a shitty boyfriend that she'll never leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, I'm not really like she's like, I'm not really a marriage person. Like they're alluring, they're almost tomboyish.
She gives money to the homeless guy.
She's just like it's pick me, but like not obvious pick me. You know this person. You've seen this person 10,000 times.
Yeah.
It's who's the girl? Who's the girl from Hollywood? What's that Quentin Tarantino movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Qualley.
Margaret Qualley.
Whatever her name is. It's her.
Yeah.
It's that person.
Who was the maid.
It's whoever she plays in every movie. Like, I'm sure that's not who she is as a person.
Yeah.
It's that like, yeah, hot but not trying to be hot.
Yep.
Wearing some boy clothes, but it's you know that person. And I bought it straight away.
Yeah.
Because I straight away was like, I fucking love you.
When she freaked out in the restaurant, you didn't hear me. When she's like, I thought we were having a nice date. I turned to you and I was like, well, I love her now.
I love her now.
She wakes up and she has this great sequence of her seeing different things around the room, and her cry was so believable. It's like she was so stricken with fear. She didn't start sobbing. She was doing this like and then she starts crying. It was so good. The other thing that I thought was really cool was Freaky Nikki. When Bear was dying, when she was sobbing, she was nodding the whole time. So I think like real Nikki, when she's got Bear in her arms, there's two bits where she looks down and she's like nodding at him.
Yeah.
And then she looks away and then she looks up and then she starts nodding again.
Yeah. I remember it. I can't remember what I was feeling in that moment. It was definitely something like I did say I think she was agreeing, or she was like
it's like her
something
subconscious being like, yes.
There's a lot. If you go and watch this movie, there's 1,000 moments throughout that you'll see stuff like this, and I reckon a second viewing as well is going to reveal about 1,000 more. I can't wait to have it streamable because I want to watch it again and catch these moments, because it's littered throughout these little hints, things like the poem, the Hansel and Gretel thing. Like I picked up on that straight away. And I reckon there are people, boom! I reckon there are people that would have gone over their heads. And then there's things that I missed that you guys saw. Like everyone will catch different things from their own experiences.
Or like what they heard as well.
Yeah, things, and like having watched other movies, things that I pick up on. Like I'm like, well, he's obviously going to kill himself with drugs. The start of the film when the cat was eating his drugs.
Oh, it's like, a close up of the oxys like scattered along the floor with the dead cat. And he's like, how did you get into those?
I knew straight away. I'm like, there's going to be an overdose. Someone's going to die of drugs. He's going to kill himself. Something's going to happen. So, and then obviously it did. And I was like, I've seen 1,000 horror movies. I know this fucking trope. What are you taking a picture of?
I'm taking a picture to put it. Oh, I talked over it. Take a picture to put on Discord to be like, we're just recording the podcast. The overarching argument on the internet at the moment is that Bear is not the villain, which I disagree with.
I think it's
or who is the
villain? And I think if you looked into it, the majority of people would say it's Bear.
It has to be Bear.
It is, but like arguments like this get created so that you can build buzz and you can talk about stuff. But I think there is no argument. Bear is the villain. And something that they've clearly done on purpose is a trope that I'm realizing that I know I picked up on myself a few years ago with an experience that I'd had where I went, that's not cool. And it took a couple like years of reflection to come back on it and go, oh, I see. Which is, I don't think Bear is sweet or cute or kind. The way he interacts with Nikki, being a girl, I imagine, and having a guy friend fall in love with you and just be your friend because they love you must be an incredibly agonizing experience. And it must be a really, really jarring, uncomfortable experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it. I've been friends with girls because I had crushes on them.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you could. And it's not necessary. That doesn't necessarily mean that the people that do that are bad people. It's almost natural, but it isn't something that girls really do to guys.
Backwards, yeah.
Backwards. Or I don't experience it because girls don't get crushes on me. But like I don't.
Just be clear. I'm not here because.
But I don't think I'm sure the statistics, if they could ever be made, would go so much further the other direction.
Yeah.
That guys will be friends with girls and pretend to be
take
friends
the L.
because they want one day to get more out of it, which is
They'll play the long game
uncool. It's not a cool thing to do. If you're not willing to be friends with a person
and be okay with being friends.
Like the idea that if he found out that Nikki didn't like him, I think he would stop being friends with her.
Yeah.
Or he would distance himself.
But she says, like, and I suppose it's just a punch to the gut, but maybe his ego and things like just clouded that. When Ian is like, have fun, you two, and when they're about to get in the car, she goes, ew, don't say that.
There is like things there are arguments online that like Nikki, it's like he had his shot. He had his chance. She said, do you like me? And they could have dated for real. I was like, no. If you think that's what she was saying, you're a fucking dipshit. There were very clear hints that she doesn't like him like that.
Yeah.
Ignoring the obvious ones, like the fact that people are saying, like the friend said, she said this like brother to me. Like, no, but people say that when they're not, and that she said, if I have a crush on someone, you'll never know. Like they're like, oh no, she must have a crush on him. I'm like, no. The ill response, so obvious.
Yeah.
The setting up Sarah instead of her. That's not Nikki like playing, like trying to get out of him whether you like. You can see this interaction. You can see the way she interacts with him. Even though she said you'll never know when I have a crush on someone, you know she doesn't have a crush on him. You know what I think Nikki is someone who's realizing that Bear has a crush on her.
Well, yeah, it's like the Freaky Nikki thing when he's like, I'll see you, Freaky Nikki, and she's like, don't say that.
Don't fucking say that shit.
You know I don't like that.
That's when she goes, if you like me, fucking say it right now.
Yeah, because you're being really fucking weird right now.
And he would have said yes, and she would have been like, I'm sorry, Bear. I don't see you like that.
Yeah.
And that would have been it.
Yeah.
The argument that was his chance is fucking so stupid.
Yeah.
It's a relationship you've seen
I don't
before.
want him to shit on your carpet. Come on, dogs. Keep going.
I think maybe there might be someone in the kitchen and he's trying to go out and say hello. Jesus Christ. Ellie. I don't think the back door is open. Ellie. You whatever. Close that door. It's a relationship you've seen before. It's a relationship you've probably experienced before if you're a girl. It's fucking dogs.
It's fine.
It's it's not cool. It's fucking it's weird and I think they know that. And there's a few it's something that people are starting to wake up to recently. It's something I only woke up to a little while ago. And it's something that people will shake their heads at, especially dudes will shake their heads at and go, no. Because it's like normal. Like how do you start dating someone if you don't build a friendship and a connection first? And I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. It's way more nuanced than that. It's not building a connection with someone. It's being like the best friend you can possibly be, being engaged, buying them presents, doing stuff like that, and tricking her into thinking this is a friendship. This is a
friend, yeah.
Because that's gotta fuck with your brain if you're a girl.
Yeah.
That you go, oh my God, I can't believe someone could, like a friend could be this kind.
Yeah.
A friend would do this stuff. I mean,
They do anything for me.
And it's like, no, he's doing that because he wants to one day get more.
Yeah.
And that's got to mess with your head. And that's who Bear is.
Yeah.
Bear is not.
He's not doing that for Sarah.
Definitely not doing that for Sarah. And Sarah is a better friend, and Sarah's not doing that to him.
No.
Sarah's not doing to Bear what Bear does to Nikki.
Yeah.
Because Sarah has a crush on him, but she knows the boundaries of friendship better than Bear does. Mm-hmm. It is, I've never been that far. I've never been like, I'm going to buy you things and treat you and make you think that this friendship is everything and make you think that this is normal and that I'm not doing this because I have a big crush on you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever been friends with someone to that capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And then, been turned down later on. That never happens. But like these people exist.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done it to an extent. And I think everybody's done it to an extent. You sort of don't, I guess, like when you're a young man, being romantic with girls and like courting girls and approaching girls is really, really terrifying and scary and your responsibility. It rarely goes the other way. So you do kind of have options like that where you're like, I'll build a connection first and then we'll become friends. But when, oh my God, when she's my best friend.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just want to fuck her. That's crazy talk. And that's who Bear is. And that's why Bear is the villain from the get-go.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Nikki as a friend. I don't even think he really cares.
He doesn't know anything about her. Like, he doesn't, like, when she's like, oh, my dad's got cancer. He's like, oh, that sucks. But he doesn't know anything about her dad. Ian knows that she has a fucked up relationship with her dad. Yeah. And he says, why would she fucking care if he has cancer? She hates her dad.
Yeah.
Like,
and Sarah.
They're
everybody
both
else knows stuff about it. He's just obsessed with her. Because maybe that's the point. Maybe it's not Nikki that's obsessed with him. It's not freaky Nikki being obsessed with him. It's about him being so obsessed with her. Maybe that's the obsession.
Well, yeah.
It's probably the point. It's probably the director goes, exactly.
He loses his cat and doesn't have that relationship with Nikki to be vulnerable. He tells Sarah, oh, my cat died. Sarah's like, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, it's fine. But he doesn't say that to Sarah, to Nikki.
Yeah.
He's just trying to be cool and casual and like everything's fine and my life is great.
Yeah.
And, oh, man.
He's an odd duck. And Bear is not a good person.
I don't think so. Just there's so many warning signs to be like, I've made a mistake. Even like with the wish thing, it's like, I'm not going to change anything about myself to, appeal to Nikki. I'm going to bend her supernaturally to a way that serves me and only me. I'm going to brainwash her into staying into a relationship with me, even though I 100% know it's fake.
Yeah.
And it's fabricated.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want this for her life. She's not choosing this. I don't care about that. I don't care what she wants to do with her life. She likes me. So I'm gonna be like, can we just take out the freaky and the fucking stabbing yourself in the face kind of parts of this wish, and can we just keep the sex and the lovey-dovey stuff for me? Oh, we don't really do that.
I don't know if this is embarrassing to admit, but like not now because I haven't felt this way since I was a teenager, where I've been obsessed with someone. Where I've been like that. She's everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's the purest angel in the whole world.
Levy.
Where I've been like, I can be in his position where you have this fucking thing and you go, like, you're desperate and you go, I wish you'd love me more than anything. And like I can see that. I can feel that. Oh, you
think it'd be like just you're picking daisies. He loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not.
I think everybody can go like, anyone who's felt like an obsessive love or like, met someone who's cute and you've pictured your whole life with them. Everybody can connect to that. Maybe not everybody, but everyone that I know the people who are in my life, I know them well enough to know that most people can connect with that feeling of obsessive love and the break-in thing. It's the way he acts beyond that that makes him a villain. And the lesser talked about thing of him being a villain is using best friend, is letting his crush affect the way he acts as a friend.
Yeah.
You can have a crush, but you need to, which is fine. If you build a friendship with someone and you connect with someone and the best way to get to know them is by becoming a friend, that's going to happen. I'm not saying that's not. There are people who go, no, that's fucked up. You can't just be friends with someone because you like them and you want them to fuck you. I'm like, well, unfortunately, we're all fucking animals. And we're monkeys on the inside, and that's how it's attraction and stuff like that. What you can do is check yourself and make sure that you aren't creating a false reality for the person that you have a crush on to make them think that your behavior is happening because you're friends.
Yeah,
because then you're creating a reality where she thinks this is normal.
Yeah.
And this is how friends behave.
Yeah. And this is the highest tier friend. So everyone else is shit because you're not behaving like this person.
Friends, boys don't buy girls presents. You don't hear, I lost a crystal, and you go, I'm going to go buy her crystal and give it to her.
Straight away to the shops.
Especially, straight boys. It's obviously there's nuance. There's people we know in our life, like straight men, who if Lev had gotten, something and they were friends and bought her, I'd be like, that's just them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you 2 straight men, actually neither one of them are straight. They're queer. But they have, they're attracted to women.
Mm-hmm.
I can only say 2 men confidently. If they did that, I wouldn't raise an eyebrow.
Yeah,
because it's just not what people do. And if you think otherwise, your blinders are on, and you're living in a reality where people aren't people. You're living in this perfect world where toxic behaviors don't exist, and they will exist, and they exist forever and ever.
They will exist forever. He says something to her in the car when they're driving. Which I think ties into it's the obsessive love, not the romantic, because she's telling him about the book, and she's like, oh, it's a love story.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, that's so romantic. She's like, no, it's not a romance. It's a love story.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
I haven't quite wrapped my head around exactly what that means, but I did hear it like that. To me, that tied into her character. I went, that reinforced my idea that she's the eclectic,
a whimsical
odd girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, it's not a romance. It's a love story. It's like, what the fuck is the difference?
Yeah.
You twat. These are the kinds of people that I now roll my eyes at. When I see a girl, reading a book under a tree with a cigarette, with
home
with a boombox next to them and over headphones. I'm like, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
You're an actual loser.
Do that at home.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Do that at home.
A girl wearing like an oversized jumper and standing with the guys and looking up like
I'm so little.
I'm just such a little bean.
Yeah.
I'm like, how about you go home? Hey, it's GMat here from The Real GMat, and don't forget that if you enjoyed that episode of Mentally Illegal and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show available exclusively to our Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/GMat podcasts. The podcast post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we just keep on chatting. Again, patreon.com/GMat podcasts. Don't forget to thumbs up, rate, and like this podcast on your podcast app of choice and share it with all of your friends.